What is going on, NFL Nation? Welcome to a very special edition of Bleed Orange. And today we are joined and alongside Dante Melfi. How you doing, Dante?
Good.
So today we're basically going to be taking a preview look at the two NFC and AFC Championship. And, of course, we're going to be rooting on our Buffalo Bills tomorrow night. Isn't that right, Dante?
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen. And that is the head storyline this week. It is all Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, the youngs, versus Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, the olds. And it could very well be the start to a new dynasty for the Kansas City Chiefs or the Buffalo Bills. And it could be the end of a dynasty with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. So I'm really excited to sit down and watch some really, really good, outstanding football tomorrow. It's gonna be really exciting because us Bills fans have never been put in this situation before, where it's like it's win or go home, and you know what? We have a chance if we do go to the Super Bowl. If we end up victorious tomorrow night against the defending Super Bowl champions. How do you feel about that, Dante? I have this weird sensation. I have like this weird feeling right now where I'm like, what's happening? Like, it's just so weird thinking that the Buffalo Bills have a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, before we were born, they went to 4 in a row and didn't win one. And it's just weird to say the Bills have a chance to win the Super Bowl. A pretty good chance, honestly.
A good chance. And I feel like if there were two teams and there was no AFC and NFC side and the two best teams met in the Super Bowl, it would be the Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. This may, in fact, be the best game of the year. And
Yeah,
I truly believe that it's going to come down to whoever has the ball with 35 seconds left, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's just so interesting to be put in this situation as a fan, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And these Patriots fans, like we know Carson Pritchard, who's always on our show, and Braden Smith, they love the Patriots. And I was talking to Carson earlier today, and he had said that when they had won their last Super Bowl before this whole drought that the New England Patriots have right now, he said he had no emotion when they won the Super Bowl. Of course, he had some emotion, but he said it's going to be different for a Bills standpoint if they end up winning the Super Bowl this year, because this would be the beginning of a dynasty, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
So what do you have to think about this game? Like, what are your initial thoughts going into the AFC Championship game, Bills versus Chiefs?
My initial thoughts is I feel like the defenses, I feel like whatever defense can make a play will probably be on top.
And it goes to show you the Buffalo defense has been very, very good in the playoffs. And I forgot what the statistic was, but I believe that the Kansas City Chiefs are 32nd in the league, dead last, in stopping offenses in the red zone.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills' offense is middle of the pack, but our defense is number one at stopping teams in the red zone in the offseason, given that in the offseason. But that's all that matters right now, what you're playing in the offseason. Forget the regular season. This is season number 2. All that matters is season number 2. So the Buffalo Bills have been overperforming this season, and I'm going to include this regular season too, because it goes to show you that we have had 8 games with 10 plus point wins, and the Kansas City Chiefs, believe it or not, have 0 wins with 10 or more points. They've done is win close games.
Yeah, I saw something earlier, and the Bills have won, like what you said, 8 games plus 10, and the Chiefs have won, I think it was their last 8 games by 6 or less.
Yeah. And they have not really played an outstanding team.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they've played the Chargers, which they lost. I'm not going to count that
Yeah.
because Chad Henne was in there. They beat the Falcons by 3, and they would have
Yeah.
lost because Mahomes almost threw a game-losing interception.
Yeah.
And they've just not been performing well. Like, all season, you can't say, wow, the Kansas City Chiefs just made a statement in the NFL, besides maybe their 9-point win to the Bills earlier in the season. But quite
Yeah.
frankly, this is a totally different team.
Yeah, I agree because when we played them, they ran the ball more than they
Yeah.
passed the ball, the Chiefs. It was not that good of weather. I hope it's good weather because
It may not be good weather, but I'd rather have the Kansas City Chiefs run the ball, believe it or not, more than passing the ball because they're not going to get they're not going to get 300 yards rushing. The Buffalo Bills just stopped Lamar Jackson and their running back. Their whole running game, we shut them down to under 40 yards.
Yeah,
We
and our
only let
secondary played pretty good on the defense when he tried to throw the ball. Couldn't
very
really
well. Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott are defensive mind, and they showed that to the Buffalo Bills Mafia with that game. And I'm really interested to see what he does with Pat Mahomes, what he does with Edwards-Helaire, what he does with Watkins, Hardman, Kelsey. And I'm not saying this is going to be an easy win whatsoever. This is going to be a hard-fought battle until the end. It's Allen, Diggs, Brown, and Beasley. And maybe a little bit of Singletary. That's it.
And the Bills just a couple hours ago activated Kenny Stills, so hopefully he can get some.
Kenny Stills. Fun fact: Kenny Stills caught a touchdown in the first drive of the AFC divisional round after they went to beat the Bills in the wild card last season, and got a first drive touchdown from Deshaun Watson for 60+ yards. So Kenny Stills would be a great add-on. Not saying this is gonna happen, but Devontae Freeman, Singletary hasn't shown us one bit of hope this whole entire season.
He had a decent rookie year, but this year I don't know what happened.
Yeah, this year we got to think about the running game position. We got Devontae Freeman. He's had a few weeks to learn our plays. Singletary hasn't proven to us that he can play well. So I wouldn't be surprised if Devontae Freeman maybe plays tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe. But Singletary, I believe, will be our man because he's been with us for the long haul, and he knows what to do and not to do, which Devontae Freeman might not.
Yeah.
So what do you look at it? If you see our defensive side of the ball, who would you rather have as your defense, the Buffalo Bills or the Kansas City Chiefs?
The Buffalo Bills. I have some reasons because the Chiefs, when you look at their defense, they really only have Tyrann Mathieu and Chris Jones. And if you look at the Buffalo defense, they have a lot of playmakers. Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Travius White, Matt Milano, Tremaine Edmonds, Ed Oliver, Jerry Hughes.
Oh,
I'd rather have that defense over Tyrann Mathieu and Chris Jones and a bunch of other guys.
Honey Badger.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Buffalo Bills offense versus the Kansas City offense. Now, if I were to tell you that this would be both teams scoring 40+ points until the end, would you believe it?
I would, yeah.
You would believe it. And now I just lied to myself. I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think both quarterbacks are going to play outstanding, but the defense is the big sleeper in this game. What is the over? 74 or 80, 84?
Yeah, I think it was 84.
84 points, the spread, like the over. There's no way. What is that? 42 apiece?
Yeah.
I don't see it happening.
For some reason, I feel like I could see that happening.
I can see it happening too, but I don't think it will. I don't think the Buffalo Bills defense is going to let this overpowering offense that hasn't won a game by 10+ points all season to score 42 points in a game. I don't think they've done it all year. Now, I don't criticize the media for saying, oh, the Kansas City Chiefs are the Kansas City Chiefs, because they proved themselves last season.
Yeah.
They might prove themselves this weekend, but I just don't see this Kansas City Chiefs team that I did last year.
Yeah,
Last
me
year in the
either.
Super Bowl, I was like, man, I just hope the 49ers stay in it. And this season, I'm like, you know what? They might not even have a close game with the Bills.
Hmm.
If they play the way they did against the Browns, not that bad of a game by Patrick Mahomes, not counting his injury, not counting his ankle. I'd take the Bills by a million.
Yeah.
And if I was a Chiefs fan, I'd be saying the same thing. Like, I truly believe that if Patrick Mahomes doesn't play to his full ability, and Allen does, which he has been proven to,
Hmm.
not in 25-mile-per-hour winds, you can't blame that on him. But
Yeah.
this is not even going to be a close game.
See, when I really think about it, I really don't think it's going to be a close game because if you look, the Chiefs, you have Tyreek Hill, Mecole Hardman, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins, Clyde Edwards-Helaire didn't play, but the Williams guy and Le'Veon Bell. You have all of those guys, but you
Yeah.
have like Chad Henne, who's been in the league for a while, who can still sort of make plays. They did okay. And they had all their defense, and the Browns, who the Bills are very better on offense than the Browns, they couldn't really stop them that much in the end.
Yeah.
And that one touchdown where they got a touchback, the Browns.
Oh, man, don't even. The referees are always on Kansas City's side.
Oh, yeah.
It seems to be.
Mm-hmm.
You never know when you really think about it.
Yeah.
So here's a headline for you. Now, I guarantee tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up, I'm going to go on YouTube, check my subscriber count. All right, you know what? Subscribe when I'm on that note. But I'm going to check my subscriber count. I'm going to go to my home screen to see my recommended list, and I guarantee you it's going to be 20 previews to the game.
Yeah.
And one of them has to say, and if ESPN is watching this, please take this into thought. Who would you rather have in the AFC Championship game? Mahomes or Allen? Who
Yeah, I
would you
saw
have?
that.
Who would you have? Dante, I'm asking you, who would you have? Patrick Mahomes, the reigning Super Bowl MVP, or Josh Allen? Not from a Buffalo Bills fan
I
standpoint,
know.
but Allen has beaten Mahomes and surpassed him in every single category.
Yeah. I would say Allen. Because
And y'all, this is from a non-biased standpoint.
I was thinking about Mahomes, but like you said, the statistics wise, Allen has just been playing out of his mind this season. Now, last year we would obviously say Mahomes, but this year I think Allen. I really do.
Yeah, it really is a possibility. And here's one more thing: if Mahomes had been hurt and with his ankle injury, counting everything he has, this concussion,
Yeah.
his ankle injury, would it even be close given the injuries on Mahomes and the health of Allen?
No, I don't think it would be.
I don't think so either. I think the only thing that's keeping Kansas City from losing is Kelce, Watkins, Hardman, Hill, Edwards-Helaire, Bell. You know,
Yeah. Like
so many weapons.
if Mahomes was, let's say, on the Texans right now where they don't really have a lot of weapons, I really don't think he would be doing that good.
Yeah.
I don't think he would be doing that good.
You know, it's just a loaded thing, and I guarantee you, I mean, it could be a Bills blowout. It could be a Kansas City blowout.
Oh, yeah.
It could be a close game down to the last 30 seconds. You just don't know with one of these games, and that's what kills me because I do more research than anybody.
Yeah.
on games, and I like to know who's the favorite in this game.
Yeah.
And when I see a spread that's 2 points, I say, wow, even Vegas doesn't know what they're talking
Yeah.
about.
I was watching because I watch like the previews and stuff, and I
Yeah,
saw something that said when Vegas puts 2 points, they have no clue what's gonna happen.
no clue. Oh man, I'm just so excited for tomorrow, but it's
Yeah.
time to lay down our final predictions. Dante, I am going to start with you. Bills versus Chiefs. Who do you got?
I have the Buffalo Bills winning 35-28.
35-28. Last second touchdown by Allen, right?
I do. I think it's going to be 28-21. The Chiefs are going to go down the field with 5 minutes left. They're going to score to where there's going to be like 2:30 left. And I think Josh Allen is going to go down and win us the football game.
All right. Well, that gave me chills. Now, for my standpoint, I have the Buffalo Bills taking a win here in Arrowhead to go to the Super Bowl to represent the AFC and go on ahead to play whoever we predict next. 24-17, the Buffalo Bills will take down the Kansas City Chiefs, and I say to take the Bills in the 4 points given, and I say to give the under in this game because 84 is not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we have the Bills beating the Chiefs. Now let's take a look at the NFC side because I'm not just as excited, but I'm kind of excited to watch this game.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers in potentially his last game versus Tom Brady, potentially his last game. So, who would you rather have in this game? Brady in the playoffs or Rodgers in his 2020-21 season?
This is a tough one. I think the Packers, I think they have a really good corner, Jair Alexander, and they have some good depth on their defense. So, same with the Bucks, and then on offense, Tom Brady has Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and Aaron Rodgers only really has Devontae Adams, Alan Lazard, Aaron Jones. I'm gonna take the Packers winning this. I'm gonna have it 21-10.
21-10. All right. I don't mind that score. The Bucks have been when they met them incidentally, if you haven't noticed and anyone hasn't noticed, the Packers and the Bucks met in week 6.
Yep.
And the Chiefs and Bills met in week 6.
Yeah, I did. I heard that.
And believe it or not, believe it or not, the Packers are favored when the Bucks won 35-3.
Yeah.
Tom Brady put Aaron Rodgers in a deep fryer. That's how bad of a blowout that game was. So I'm interested to see. And from my standpoint, I hate Tom Brady. I don't mind Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have Brady in the playoffs. And I believe that the Bucks are going to lose. The Green Bay Packers
got me there for a
end
second.
Tom Brady in the playoffs 28-14. It's going to come down to the end, kind of. They're going to stay in the game. It's going to be 28-14 with 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Brady's going to have the ball going down the field. Barely going to be able to score, turn it over, use their timeouts, get the ball back with a minute left, do nothing with it, and that's going to be your final score, 28-14. And I'd rather have the Green Bay Packers over the Bucks. So, what does that mean for us? We have the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, end of an era, versus Josh Allen, the beginning of an era. Oh, man. I would love to see that Super Bowl.
Same.
So that is all we have for you guys today. Dante, anything else?
Nothing. Just go Josh Allen, baby.
Yeah, go Bills. I will be sitting on my couch tomorrow at 6:30
Same.
just sitting there with no face expression. Like,
And I just have one more point. One more point to
okay.
get to. So, like you said in the beginning of the video about Carson Pritchard, who's on the show a lot, how when they won the Super Bowl, he didn't really have a lot of emotion because they've won so many
Yeah.
and they've been in the playoffs almost every single year.
11 straight years until this year.
Whew.
11 straight years, and he's never experienced not making the playoffs except this year, except
And
when
if
he was 1 year
he's
old.
watching this, I'm just gonna say, if you remember 2 AFC East fan table videos ago, he just wants the Bills to lose. He said the
Just
Ravens are
wants the
gonna win.
Bills
He
to
said the
lose.
Chiefs are gonna. He just wants them to lose so bad.
He does. He doesn't know what it feels like to have another team in the AFC Championship
I
that's
know.
not the Patriots. So that is all we have for you guys today.
Mhm.
Go watch the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs tomorrow and root us on, because we'll be sitting here with nervous looks on our face all
Mhm.
game. All game. So that is all we have for you guys today. And always, always, always remember, let's go Buffalo. See you guys.